Hi folks. Yes, I know I have the lighting all out of whack, or the camera adjustments, but take a break from the mind. It relaxes me, it comforts me to see the self more like this. We are beings of light, you know. And in our deep inner parts, we kind of miss it, huh? And so I play, just for the fun of it. See if you can be relaxed with it too. Okay, now what I want to do, or what I have chosen to do, is share another 12D conversation with you. This one and one more, and we'll be all caught up. So I wanted to take a minute, since it's not always so clear if you haven't followed these conversations from the first one, that the beings I'm speaking with are not currently on 12D, they're on 5D. They come down in order to commune with us. Now, a friend raised a very good question, which next time I speak with them, I think I'll ask. You know, it's good not to think you know it all. It's really good, because then you're open. And so he said, well, gee, I thought they were on 12D and they just, you know, popped down to 5D to visit with you. And my assumption had been that they had taken incarnation in 5D. And I think that's what the case is, but I'm open. The thing is, they're always with me. When attention moves in their direction, they're always right there. So we're multidimensional, but 12D from here is a wee bit of a stretch. Easier to visit, perhaps, when we're out of the body. It takes a certain purity and clarity that's not known to be native to our version of 3D as it is right now. Okay, is there anything else? Emptiness. Just being empty. The more we can let go of, the better. And as we let go, it makes it easier. It makes everything easier, including the next letting go. And then even when we seem to have become distanced from our friends, it even makes that easier. We are self-complete. We are whole. We lack nothing. If you'll ponder your life, whatever you've needed has been there for you. Maybe you can accept that if it wasn't there, you didn't need it. Okay, I'll get to the journal. This one is from 11/6, and the Mayan day was 11 Eagle, one of my favorite days. Greetings of heart, dear friends of old. I don't know why I've been hesitant to speak with you. It has been a while. Hello, dear daughter of light. We understand. Truly, we do. Be not concerned. You have been under some physical pressure, rather intense. Your meetings with us also raise your vibrations, as it does to share this with you, my friends. Raise your vibrations, further straining your physicality. It was best to take the break that you did. Thank you. Yes, it has been amazingly rough physically. The body has been through some of its most intense pain in just the last week. It took me quite by surprise. I feel funny now, having gone to the emergency room for it, but it turned out for the best. There were some informative test results I wouldn't have had otherwise, and I was able to return home that same night. Very strange. We were there with you. We're always that close. You were fully supported throughout. You have made a major shift and are in process of integrating the new energy. Your body was more taken by surprise than you were, not knowing it would be required to purge so much, so fast. Friends, I don't feel the full clarity I'd like in our communication. It seems a bit fuzzy. It's such a delight when it's really clear. Would you please offer me some advice or do what you can to help me correct that? Surely. It's best always to begin with a few deep breaths. The breath is indeed sacred. Yes, we like the way you work to exhale the stale air in the depths of your lungs by bending forward. Sometimes a recharge of fresh air or prana is all you lack. Thanks. Now, why do I feel so awkward with you? Is it just the time since we last spoke? No, that's ridiculous. Time isn't even real, so what is this, please? Do help me tune in. You are working now at a whole new level, one which you are unaccustomed to as yet. You are accessing layers and levels of the body's being that have lain dormant throughout this embodiment thus far. These have been and are being activated in response to the work done with you by Tony Petrinovich. Yes, we hear your question. She did initiate activation of much, though not all, of your previously dormant DNA. It isn't only that, but that in combination with the solar and cosmic radiation brought through by the sun are working together to create the new race of humanity. How exciting! Do tell me more about the new race. Having thought of it as an upgrade to the old race, this is a new view for me. Much of what you and so many others have wanted to remember lays hidden within your DNA. Yet, even though it is right there, until the proper codings are activated, those memories remain dormant as well. Then, upon activation, remembering becomes quite natural and fully accessible. It won't all come right away, of course. These activations have been ongoing for many years, most intensively since the 1987 harmonic convergence, but we've entered the last phase now, so things get more intense. Just as the activation has arrived in layers and levels, and with subtle nuances of which humanity is not yet aware, so too do the memories return. Well, I don't seek out any particular memories. I want very much to stay in the now. I do seek out what I sense are old abilities and capabilities, though, of the higher functioning DNA. This stripped down two-stranded model avatar Well, it's been great during its time, but that time is about over. I'm glad to wave it goodbye. Ah, something just came to me. I have a better sense now why I feel awkward with you. Before, when we spoke, I had no sense of nor intention to publish our discussions. Since last we spoke, though, it came through in a journal. No, wait, first Ken practically insisted I share them. Then it came through in a journal that I'd be doing just that. So, you can see how that's a big adjustment to make. What was private now isn't. And more than that, this also shows me the extent to which mind is also present, interfering, for heart wouldn't have this concern. Further, I'm also noticing a process of integration going on within. Integration of heart with mind and higher mind. What an interesting mix of things all going on at once. Indeed, Teresa Ann, we are glad that you see this. Yes, we were with you as that journal came through, letting you know that we were fine with having these special journals shared. We have always known we were working with more than just you through our joint work. I feel a bit scattered. My head has been hurting non-stop. Would you comment on that, please? I am so very unused to any sort of head pain. Now, it's not terrible like a migraine, but it does hurt. As you have suspected, this has to do with the movement of chi in the body, with the rise of Kundalini up the spine. Yours is breaking through now to the crown chakra. We can say that you have still some rather interesting experiences up ahead. Do buckle up. That's interesting. I was thinking just the other day how, as I listened to Adyashanti and hear him discuss all of the amazing awakening experiences he's had, I've had none of those. Probably a Murphy's Law thing. Think a thing and get ready for its opposite to appear. Could well be. We will let things be a surprise. Good enough, okay. Gosh, just opening this conversation has really helped me. Not just in what words you've shared here, but in the magic of the writing process itself. How is it that things become clear and so quickly once one sits down to write? This is an alchemy that places a very clear communication system, the written word, into the mix of the soul and the four lower bodies of the 3D consciousness. Just the placement of such a clear device in the midst enables the various elements or aspects of the self to carry on their normal communications, which they do quietly between themselves, through the journal instead. It can really crystallize and speed things up. Writing is an excellent self-clarification device. Yes, we hear your thoughts as long as it is carried on through the heart. Thank you, my friends. As the journal goes on, my clarity improves and increases. My intuition and telepathy, too, are receiving an update, it seems. I'm getting that clarity I requested. Boy, this is great. You're most welcome, dear Teresa Ann. We did very little, however. Most of what you're grateful here is going on strictly within you. Amazing. And I am truly grateful. I know it's been tough, yes, as tough as it's been through this life. Yet I likewise know what's behind it, and there isn't anything negative in it at all. These are the natural outcomes of being upgraded, as we all are. Well, to whatever extent we're ready, of course. Source is so ultimately loving that there's no hint of forcing it all. We don't get someone else's dream. We get our very own. Yes, daughter. Okay, wait. That's the second time tonight that the word daughter has arisen. Do please explain. Somehow I'm fairly certain this avatar's father is not with us here. No, of course not. Yet you are very much our daughter of light. It is a title like Son of Light, or if you like, Son of God, Son of Source. Well, you are a daughter of that. Do you see? Somewhat. Would you say more, please? It is a result, one of them, of the new initiations you're passing through. Yes, you and all the rest. As you almost said in your last journal, mankind are meant to be a race of anointed or Christed beings. Functioning at the new higher dimensional level amounts to attaining just that. So it is not the daughter of the loins, but rather the daughter of light that is meant. Now, do you see? Yes, and it's lovely. Thank you so much. I didn't like cutting you off like that mid-sentence, but I knew mind would be too distracted to let me fully focus. I know you understand. Certainly, we do. Actually, you and all of your brethren are going through so very much in these days, weeks, and months that it's a wonder you remain as functional as you do there in 3D. So very much is going on within each and every one of you. It will be a true time of amazement when you're all shown what's been going on just out of your range of sight, yet right there with your avatar and soul. Yeah, mankind is underrated quite a bit due to the way the darkness has taken hold and been running things for so long, doing things as if it were mankind doing that, instead of mankind being asleep and just being used. So, in the mind of many, man has been blamed for the terrors going on when that is not strictly the case. This is truly a race of godly beings underneath the play going on the surface of 3D life. Yet, we have to awaken to our natural state, that's all. And we are. We quite agree, Teresa Ann. We know that you are right. You are well beyond mankind, however. Yes, we are indeed laughing as we catch you out in a bit of identifying with the race of man. We understand, though, how deeply you put your heart and soul into your service here. And we're right with you in that. It's amazing as we watch you sit there integrating more and more with your own higher self as you keyboard this, sharing our words. We hear you wondering, what are the limits? Are there any? As you look to both lifting up the flesh and lowering the fullness of higher self to be in resonance with it. We will share with you that no, we don't see any limits. This is how you're living your life with your strong insistence that simply anything is possible. We echo that. What's being done here hasn't been done before anywhere in the universe. It is not known what can be done. You are pioneers in this process. the crystallization of the body of woman, of man, bringing up with you the whole area of a dimension, 3D. 3D will continue to be available, just not here, not on planet Earth, which is likewise going through her own great shift. All of those transitioning now who will be continuing to embody or am-gody in 3D will be doing that on another planet similar to Earth. Her door is even now closed to any further such incarnations here. The bar has been raised. Entrance here now requires a much higher vibrational level. Thank you so much, dear friends. The body wearies, or something, maybe the head, I don't know. So odd how none of my conversations with you go on for very long. It's likely, as you mentioned, that it's yet a bit of a strain lifting my vibrations or frequency to stay in consonance with yours. I'm so very glad I came to you tonight, though. As usual, there is much here that will continue to unfold itself further with further perusal and pondering. So dear, you are so very dear, Teresa Ann. We bid you a fond good night. Trust. Rest, knowing full restoration of your light body is at hand, goes on through the long sleep your body requires. You're doing fine. Relax. Be at peace. The tide has already turned for the earth. There's no turning back now. With joy and gratitude abounding, I take my leave of the keyboard and you, well, but not of you. Such a delight to have you always so near. Please go and bless all mankind to be aware of their beautiful guardians and light-being friends in spirit. Help us one and all to both lighten up and simply relax. It's good for the cosmos.